What's going on, everybody? Today's video is Persona 3 Reload for the PS4. If you played any other Persona games, you'll know how the gameplay works. You have your school time, and then you have free time after school, and then free time at nighttime, and then you have the dungeon crawling, which is the other half of the game. First thing I want to say, a few pointers. You're gonna have a lot of free time at night. And so it's pretty forgiving as far as there's a lot of times you'll need to go into Tartarus to save humans at a certain point. Humans will start going in there and you have to go rescue them. And you get rewards from the policemen for rescuing them, so it's worth doing. The way I do it is I wait until there's like I'm gonna go today on here so I can show the combat gameplay, but it says limit 3. I've got 3 days until the next full moon event. And as far as I can tell, whenever somebody goes into Tartarus, you don't have a time limit on when you need to get them, aside from doing it before the full moon. You need to do it before the full moon. Other than that, though, they're cool in there. So what I try to do is I'll wait until there's 2 or 3 or just a couple of days before the full moon, and then I'll just do the run from whatever floor I was on all the way up through all the new ones that's unlocked from the last full moon, and as well as getting all the people. As far as nighttime goes, you're only going to have 2 S-links that are at nighttime. So what I recommend doing is increasing your stats, your whatever they're called, your stats, your social stats. You got 3 to choose from. Basically, the best thing I've seen is you can go here and eat the wild duck burger. Increases your courage by 2 points, I believe. The fuck, I can't remember what the name of it is. I had to go there and look. I'll show you. But I'd recommend doing your nighttime. Go ahead and get your stats raised up first. There we go. Duck burgers, courage. This one is academics, and then this one is charm, and I believe they all give 2 points, but you can't always go in there because sometimes they're busy. So your alternative is going to be one good place is whenever you get the chance, you hit square and you'll have messages like, see that it says that limited set meals on there. It just gives 2 points to academics. Working at the Chagall Cafe, because that'll increase your charm and your courage by 1 point. You can do games, which will increase your points by 2 points, depending on which one's available. I think this is that's charm, so that'll increase charm by 2, and this one increases one of your Persona stats. On Sundays, they do not have these games that increase stats. They only have the Persona stat ones on those days. You can also go up here to the karaoke place, and that'll increase your courage as well. You may have to do that if you're not getting it available for other shit. Like I said, because sometimes the stores are they're busy. You can't. It's like too busy for you to go in there or something, like they're really busy right then or something is what it says. So you can't rely on those. But it's just like 1 day out of the week. Anyway, like I said, you're only gonna have 2 S-links at nighttime, and they're only available like on Thursdays, I think. One of them's like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I believe, and the other one's like just Thursday or Saturday or something. It's the devil one. I don't remember. I don't know if it says on here or not. No, it don't say. But you'll have so much free time towards the end of the game at nighttime if you're not doing Tartarus regularly. But usually the best way to do Tartarus is just to go in and rush straight to as high as you can go and take out everything if you can. But because that, your SP is usually the biggest problem. You won't have the SP to make it at first, so you may have to try multiple times, but you'll have plenty of time. But it's best to go ahead and level up your social stats first, and then worry about getting those two. The 2 are the devil and the monk. The monk is there Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, I think. The devil's only there on 1, but I think the devil is one of those I think his is one of the S-links that levels up regardless. Like, it will always level up. It don't matter if you have the right persona equipped or not, it'll always level up. And the sun is also another one that will always level up regardless. And it's only available on Sunday, and there's 2 of those that are like that. Hermit, yeah, the Hermit and the Sun are only available on Sundays. And there's some other S-Links that are available on Sundays, but those 2 are only on Sundays. And the Sun levels up automatically every time, if I'm not mistaken. And to get it, you need to get the, I think, Hangman, the little girl at the shrine. You get it to like level 4, and she'll say something like, you meet him at like the 3rd one, and then she'll say something else about him on the 4th one. And then you go talk to him on a Sunday, and he'll ask, he'll say that he's lost his pen. And then when you come back to the dorm, talk to Koromaru, the dog. He'll have the pen. That's how you get that one. Let's see. You get this one to 2 or 3, and that's how you unlock the moon. I think it's the 2nd one, 2nd or 3rd one, one of the 2. Whenever you get it there, he'll mention the Gourmet King, and that's how you get the moon S-Link. And you get to answer some questions for the dude, but it's there. You can Google them. I mean, they're not really hard. For hers, you have to have your courage maxed out. It's got to be at 6. Student council, that happens just during the story. You get that one. That was the first one I maxed out. The cars, you gotta have charm maxed out. Let's see. Where's it? This one happens straight through the story too. So does this. Wait, no, that's the team manager. Where's the track team? That's another one that happens. Well, it doesn't automatically do it, but it'll tell you when it's available. When you can join the track team, you just go do it that day and you'll get it. And then this one happens through the track team. One thing's Chariot with Chariot, yeah. Do Chariot up to a certain like 2nd or 3rd level, and you'll meet her. You'll meet her in the 1st one, I think, but you can't start the S-Link till after that. This automatic. This one, it mentions during the story, I think. But you have to have academics at like level 2, I think, because there's like a sign on the door that you can't read, and if you have your academics up, you can read it. This one doesn't happen until August 2nd, I think. You talk to him during one of the story events to do with the track team. I don't know what would happen if you don't join the track team before that, because it's a track event. So if you didn't join the track team, I don't know if that would work. I don't know. That one's automatic. I think that's it. I'm missing a couple. Or no, I'm only missing 2. One of them is an automatic one that happens with the story that I won't get into, and the other one is Mitsuru. And for hers, you have to have your academics maxed out. But I can't do it yet because it's not available until later in the game. I've tried talking to her. It lets me talk to her, but it doesn't do anything, so you get to her at school. Also, be sure you talk to her after the exams because she gives you items. Anyway, let's see if everybody can go to Tartarus. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I was going to check, see if everybody could go first. But yeah, typically I try to just do it in one run, and then I have all the extra time to do whatever, but it really doesn't matter. This game's pretty forgiving as far as having the time to do the dungeons, because like I said, there's only 2 S-Links that are available at nighttime, and one of them, the double, I'm pretty sure it levels up on its own. Like, I mean, it automatically does it regardless of whether or not you're got the stuff. Also, if you're new to the series, I always try to have a matching persona. Like, say if you're talking to Yukari, she's the lovers, so you need to have a lover's persona with you so you'll get more points. Like, I'll do this run, and then like I'll have the full moon event shortly afterwards, and then I'll have to do another run up through some more floors.
I need to get a better grasp of my power.
Like I said, I try to limit it to one run, but it really doesn't matter because of how lenient they are with the nighttime 3 periods. figure I'd show some combat. And so this is about half the game is the combat, and the other half is the day-to-day stuff. And you can go to the fortune teller. Yeah. Speaking of, you can go to the fortune teller and she can do different. She's in Club Escapade. Well, one of them makes it to where you more frequently find rare enemies, and then another one like makes your theurgy gauge build up faster. And there's one that makes it to where you're more likely to have more powerful enemies as well as rare enemies. And I don't know what the other one is that I got. Ooh.
My persona's ready.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more
Go ahead.
time.
Really?
I'll end this.
We'll do. We won't zap his ass one night.
All enemies defeated. Good work out there.
Oh yeah, I gotta change the equipment. Yeah, I gotta level up. This is the next level stuff for me, so I need to level up.
Didn't even stand a chance.
Where the fuck did that dude go? Oh, I see him. He's over there.
Don't go easy on me just
Going
because
to
I'm a kid.
get used
I
to
can
this
hold my
new
own in a
floor,
fight.
the new map layout for this floor. The other one's got spots you can't go. You break these with square. Sometimes they give you stuff. You can get pretty good stuff from them too.
Treasure chest.
I've gotten soul drops and stuff from them things. Which I know they don't fill up a whole lot of SP, but a little bit's better than
We
nothing.
don't see that type of enemy.
You bastard. You hit L1 and it'll show you the resistances, and you can hit the touchpad and should do a full analysis, but you can't do it right away. You can't do it immediately. Starting the match, you have to go to the turn. But she's also got a theurgy gauge that'll do kind of like Futaba and 5. It'll do a random. Could be a buff. It might fill your SP up. I mean, it could be anything. He's gonna run, little bastard.
That's a win for the team.
Wow, one weak. Usually I don't ever kill him and find out what the weak spot is.
Let's go.
Good monies.
There's a treasure chest. What should we do?
Yeah, the gold ones are always gems. I think the purple ones that have a purple glow are rare stuff, and then the ones that are gold are always gems. Like I said, it's a new area, so everything's laid out differently. I gotta mention you get stuff from those things from destroying them, and I ain't got nothing yet. Not a thing. You know, oh, that's why I ain't been able to do that S-Link. I knew it said that there was somebody in here that I knew. I mean, I've already maxed out that S-Link anyway, so it really don't matter if I get him or not. There you go, he's speaking soul drop that one. You get, another. But yeah, this is the combat. R2 is your theurgy. And the main character is tied to, in the original 3, you could have certain combinations of personas with you, and they would do it. Like this one was Orpheus and Absterus, I think. And if you had those two personas equipped, you could do this fusion attack, and it would do that, restore half your life and increase accuracy and evasion for everybody.
What to do?
But on this game, you don't have the fusion ones, and then like on P3P,
What's next?
for the PSP, they took away the fusion attacks and made it to where you could actually make them, the attacks, as an item. Now in this one, the theurgies, which is that little bar by their faces over there on the right.
I'll go with persona.
And each person's is different on how, I mean, every attack will make it fill up some,
This will do the trick.
but each person has an attack, has something they can do that makes it fill up like a lot faster when they do it. Like Mitsuru's is doing a status effect, and then like Ken's is
The enemy's been taken out. Great job about it.
I think his life needs to be below halfway or something. It's something like that. You can go to the I'll show you when I get done with this fight.
Keep it together.
If you,
Just
where you can see him at. Really?
This is who I am.
Yeah, he gets a critical. Hit a weak spot. You can always tell if it shows the screen like that, shows the picture of them behind them whenever they do it, it means you hit a weak spot. Anyway, stat. See, his is yeah, summon a persona. His will go up. Healing somebody makes hers go up. Critical hits make his go up. Buffing himself makes his go up. Weakening enemies with status effects and stuff like that make hers go up. Using physical skills makes hers go up. His is SP less than half, makes his go up. It must be Shinji's HP. His is if you hit the weakness, his will go up. He's got 2, by the way. He's the only one that's got 2. Yep, his HP is less than half, his goes up. Oh yeah. Yeah, after analyzing enemy. But every action you take makes all of them go up. So, here's one of the special chests. You have to use the Twilight Fragments to open it. And if you're having any kind of trouble, or don't think you can make the run all the way up, make sure you keep them, I think it's 7. If you have 7 Twilight Fragments, you can use the clock at the beginning, and it'll fully heal everybody.
You're wide
It's a
open.
rare shadow. Do your best to take it down.
Not bad.
I know I could have hit his weakness a while ago, and I didn't think about it.
No show.
Heat wave. And of course, all out attacks on her too.
Got nothing left.
You can also baton pass, or it's called shift on this game. But basically, if you hit a weak spot, you can hit I believe it's L2. You hit L2 after you hit a weak spot, or get a critical, and you swap which character. You swap to another character. Seems like it's L2. I don't know. I don't do it very often because usually if somebody hits a weak spot,
We found the stairs.
I'm gonna use them to hit the weak spot again. Or if it's multiple enemies, I'll swap to the main character since you can swap out personas with him.
Just stay calm.
I was wondering when I was going to hit a dark level, because there's a trophy. There's something to do with the dark levels. Ooh, Twilight Fragments. Yeah, if they're blue, they're Twilight Fragments. Definitely get those. You get Twilight Fragments. You can find them like that, or whenever you level up an S-Link. You level up an S-Link or start an S-Link or any of that. Talk to Elizabeth and she'll give you Twilight Fragments. I think it's like 2 or 3 for each time you get a link. I think it's like if you unlock a new S-Link, it's like 2 or 3 fragments she gives you. And then
Got the initiative. I don't seem very strong.
and then like every time you level one up or spend time with someone else, she'll give you like 1 for each level or something like that. I've never really paid a whole bunch of attention to how much, because usually by the time I talk to her, I've done several of them, so I don't really know exactly what it is that she gives. As you might notice if you played the original, they've removed the
Treasure chest.
the shuffling. I don't know why it's called I don't know why it's called shuffling, because it didn't shuffle. In the original game, the cards would actually shuffle around, and you couldn't see them. You could see them whenever it first started, and then they'd flip over. Oh well. I guess they did that shit because of Persona 5 or something.
I'll go away.
Must have missed them. No? In certain Arcana cards, they made it now where you can actually get the Arcana, like the major Arcana cards, instead of just the wands, cups, or whatever, or personas. You can actually get the Arcana, and they do different things. I just picked up one a while ago, and it was increasing my SP by so many points or some shit. Oh, that's a... Hold on, I need to change my persona. Don't do that. Make it Black Frost. But anyway, yeah, this is the combat. I mean, it's Monad Door. The Monad Doors are cool because they have, they always have items in them, like special items.
A dark hour, huh? I don't
There
think
it is.
anyone in my class would believe
They
me.
always
if I
have
told them
special
about
items
it.
in them, and when you complete them and come back out, it unlocks the rest of the map for the floor and the floor above you. So you can just hit L1 and go to the map. I can't do it here because you can't see the map in the Monad, but you can just hit L1 and choose go to the next floor instead of actually having to do it.
Let's get this done.
Another cool thing about that is, yeah, you can skip the next floor, but you can also see where the treasure chest and everything else may be if you need to get something. You can do that, but don't worry. But yeah, if you played any of the Persona games, the combat is gonna be very familiar. It's pretty much the same as it always has been.
It didn't work.
Figures. Just trying to figure out what his weakness is. May not have one. I have noticed one thing about this game compared to the original. There's a lot less enemies that have no weaknesses. The original, once you got to a certain point, you start seeing enemies that didn't have a weakness. I mean, all kinds, all the time. There used to be at least one locked in there somewhere that didn't have a weakness. But they kind of neutered it down.
Gonna do this.
Cool. Get motherfucker with a hammer.
What to do?
But yeah, this is the game in a nutshell. Like I said, I would have shown the other gameplay of the school, the gameplay, but I mean, if you play any other games, you'll know it. It's the same. It's the same as it always has been. Just like the combat is. Like I said, they added a few things to the combat for 3, but it's not really new stuff because it was in the other games. The only exception to that is the theurgy, which is like a special attack. It depends on who it is. But they always, I'll go back to the thing and read them to you. To see what they do. Like that, each person has their own. Oh, I got my 10. Let's see. So there's the Jack Brothers. That one's really useful because it has the high chance of inflicting down. So if they survive it, you can turn around and get an all-out attack on them. That was heavy ice damage. All this ignores resistances. They give them a chance to freeze. Her severe wind ignores resistance. That's the one enemy. This is slash to one enemy, ignoring resistances. This is heavy electric to all. Ignoring resistance. There's severe ice to 1, ignoring resistance. It'd be pretty. Another thing about hers is too. She says ignore orders. She goes into Orja mode or whatever, automatic mode, where she does extra damage, but you can't control her. I think that was in the PlayStation Portable version. His is severe light. His is severe dark, and he also puts charge on everybody with this one. Though I'm not real sure how that works. It says next physical attack will deal more than double damage for all allies. But I haven't noticed an increase in the damage after doing it. Now, whenever he does an attack after doing it, it seems to do more damage. But to other characters, it doesn't seem like it really... It doesn't do no more than double. Or, yeah. I don't know. His is Spear Strike 1. And then hers, it's like, it says, you can call it Oracle. It's just like... Patabas. Anyway. That's it in a nutshell. With a few tips. I may do another video about it. Just to show off other things. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one.